What's going on, you guys? Welcome on back to the channel. And I think at this point, it's safe to say it. It's time to call it. ReZero is hands down one of the most cursed adaptations I think I've ever seen. Even though it's peak, it has been given some of the worst treatment I think I've ever seen, and a lot of it is completely out of the series' control. Season one was created with it being like a one and done season. Essentially, they had no plans to continue after that. Then season two happened during COVID, and the whole production was all in a flux, and it just wasn't good. Designs looked weird. Everything wasn't great in season two. Season two was bad. Now season three and season four are geared up to be the best seasons of the show. Season three in particular is the best in my opinion in terms of like no cut content, or there is cut content, but not nearly as egregious as season one. And it was directed well. So many good cuts, so many great episodes. Everything felt like it was flowing well. Season four has the momentum coming in from season three, and I feel like it's just geared up to be the best season yet. And then we get the news just recently that dropped. Alpha Police has essentially acquired all of WhiteFox. What does that mean? It means ReZero is screwed. ReZero is 100% screwed unless they find a way to get out of this. And I don't know if they can. If you're unfamiliar with Alpha Police, they, in my opinion, are like a slop factory, essentially, pretty much. You know that series Remonster? Yeah, they're behind that. The series that looked so horrible, one of the worst anime that came out last year, I think it was. Yeah, they're behind that. So ReZero, in my opinion, is in a very precarious spot now because season four, I think season four is already done, right? So you don't have to worry about season four. But what does season five look like? Season five is where I get very, very concerned for the future of ReZero as a whole. Because from what I hear about ReZero, the story only gets more complex as the story goes on, especially after season four. So, with WhiteFox about to be in the precarious situation that they're in, where they're essentially probably going to be turned into a slop factory that churns out all these different shows, like against their will at this point, what happens to ReZero? I'll tell you, unless they can find a way to ship it off to somebody else and save it, it's going to regress in quality. ReZero, the best isekai that has ever come out, is about to get beats out one of the worst fates we have ever seen in anime. This is going to hurt, man. Like if they can't find a way to get this anime out of WhiteFox before WhiteFox becomes what I fear is going to become, ReZero is cooked as we know it. ReZero has no future because ReZero has been great for so long, man. Even though the anime seasons haven't been perfect, the story is so good. The animation is always great, but we're about to enter a situation where with what WhiteFox is about to become, we're not going to have great animation. Sure, the story will still be great, but it'll look horrible. It's going to look bad because they're about to be like crunched to no end. This is gonna be worse than Mappa. You know how Mappa was treating their animators horribly? That's essentially what this is going to become, and it's going to be against WhiteFox's will. That's what's very upsetting about it because WhiteFox it sucks, man. Because ReZero was finally getting the momentum that it needed as an anime, right? They took such a long break from season two. I was I was one of the people that didn't have a lot of hope for the new season. I'll be honest, I had no faith in season three a little bit because I watched season two and I was like, man, season's great, but they cut so much content. Like the character designs look weird. What's season three going to be? But then I saw that trailer and I saw the updated designs and I was like, okay, wait a minute, ReZero is cooking again, and I was right. Season three cooked. It's hands down the best season of ReZero in terms of like keeping the story intact and not cutting as much content. See, so they were finally on a roll, right? Like ReZero as a whole is finally on an upward trajectory, and now this happens. And now they're acquired by quite possibly one of the worst entities they could have ever been acquired by. And it just breaks your heart a little bit, man. It honestly breaks my heart because ReZero has had such a bright future, and now just like that, overnight, it is in such a dark and precarious place, and I don't know what's going to happen with the series that I love so much. Like, is season 4 essentially going to be like a swan song, and after season 4 they find a way to ship it off to a different studio to kind of save it? That's honestly the only route that I can see them going with this, man. Like, oh my gosh, I just hate that ReZero is in this spot, man. Because like I said, ReZero is hands down the best isekai that has ever come out. Period. It has no equal. I don't care what anybody says. Mushoku Tensei has nothing on this anime. ReZero is hands down the best. And like I said, man, it has just been cursed with such a bad like adaptation, and a lot of it isn't even from the fault of WhiteFox. Like, sure, they had a hand. They pretty much were the reason why season 1 had so much got content, but it's just unfortunate to see what ReZero has become because, like I said, they were about to embark on a legendary run. I think they finally got their groove. They got the right director in place for this series. Like, they got a new director, and the new director knew exactly what to do with the series, and now it's all going to be for naught. And it's so upsetting, man. Like, I think season 4 might be the swan song, and then who knows what happens with ReZero. Do they end it prematurely? Do they try to send it to a new studio? I honestly have no idea. And if I'm going to be honest, I've never been more worried for ReZero than I am right now. This is hands down the darkest time in ReZero's history. Not even after ReZero season 1, where we didn't even know if they were going to continue it. Not after ReZero season 2, where they took like a 3-year hiatus. No, this is hands down the worst state of affairs ReZero has ever been in. And I truly hope that this acquisition from Alpha Police doesn't fuck them up even more. But man, it is just not looking good. And I'm very worried for ReZero as a whole. But I hope that they can come back from this because ReZero is a story that deserves to be told properly. And I love the anime so much, man, and it deserves so much better. But I think that's going to do it for me today. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do you guys feel about this acquisition? Do you guys think that this is quite possibly the worst thing to ever happen in ReZero like me? Or do you think that there's an avenue for ReZero to be saved? Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I'm going to talk to you guys next time. Bye.